Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Friday Craft Day. No wreaths today. It's getting a little tough to get the supplies right now. My craft outlet order has not even shipped yet, so it'll be a bit of a time. And in the meantime, we have other things we can do. Today I'm going to be making a card for someone, a friend who lives in Alaska who had some minor surgery. And so I thought I'd send him a feel better card, and so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I will be using the Cricut design space and some uploaded images from a website called Nitwit Collections, and I will link them down below. They have beautiful, beautiful papers that can be uploaded and used for all kinds of things, cards and scrapbooking projects and different kinds of things. But anyway, I'm going to take you over to Cricut Design Space. I have to tell you, I bought a card kit today. I wanted to see what was in a card kit. And I saw one that was $29.95. And it makes 16 cards, so I thought this was pretty good. I ordered it, but by the time they added the tax and the shipping, it was $40. So I won't be ordering another one. I'm going to be working on designing a card kit that any of us can make, and we don't need specialized equipment, and we can make some pretty cards when we want to send one out. So in the meantime, I'm going to take you over to Design Space, and we'll get busy on a Feel Better card. See you in just a bit. Okay, here we are in Design Space. And I'm going to be uploading or making a card today out of some images that I have uploaded into my design space. And they are from a digital paper collection from Nitwit Collections. And I will put a link in the description box of where you can go to get Nitwit Collections. They have some beautiful papers and papers for all seasons, and they're very easy to download to your computer. Once they're downloaded, they're in a download file, and then you can search for them and upload them into your Cricut design space, just like I showed you how to upload the paper dolls a couple of videos ago. So let's start by getting a shape. I always start by getting a shape. I'm going to use a square, but I'm going to change it to a rectangle because this is going to be my card base. This is going to be a landscape card, so I'm going to make it 5.5 wide, and I'm going to make it, I didn't get all of that highlighted, 4.25. Okay, and then I'm going to make this card base white so we can see what we're doing. So this is the card base. Now I'm going to go and get my images. These images come in very big, so I might have to fiddle a little bit in order to get everything on the screen, but we will. Now, when I go to my uploads, you see it just shows a few, but I can say up here, view all, and then all of the ones that I have uploaded, and you'll see there's quite a few, will come on the screen. These are all Nitwit collection papers. This was a Christmas collection. Aren't these cute little elves? I love it. I'm going to be using the bee collection today. And I'm going to start with getting this black and white checked paper. And I'm going to get this little tag here and the beehive. So let's put those in. And it takes just a couple of seconds. But you'll see they're going to come in very, very big. They are coming eventually. There we go. There's all three of them. And you can see they just overtook the whole screen. So for a moment, I'm going to have to go down here on the left, make my screen a little bit smaller, just so I can get to the bottom of one of these images and make it smaller. I'm going to unlock it. And I'm going to make it smaller, but these don't like to be made small very quickly. So you'll see it will take a little bit of finagling to get them small. They will go there. If you can see at the top here, that's where I've got it going, but it hasn't got there yet. It'll get there. Okay. Now, my card base, which I'll make this all bigger in just a second, was 5.5 by 4.25. So I want this to be a quarter of an inch smaller. So I'm going to have this 5.25, not 525, 5.25 by 4. Let me just get up here. All right, so that is the size I'm going to need. Now, I'm going to make my screen bigger again, so let's get this stuff down here a little bit. Get these moved over. I'm going to go up one more time so you can get a good view of what I'm doing. Okay. So there's my card base, 5.5 by 4.25. And here's the paper that we just did, 5.25 by 4. So I'm going to have that go on top of this one. So this is going to be the designer paper on top of the cardstock. All right, move a little bit this way. So now I want to put this little jobby. So I'm going to unlock it. No, I'm not going to unlock it. I'm just going to make it smaller, so it'll keep its dimensions. Now let's see how that fits. That's too small. Arrange it to the front. But this is the easy thing to fix. We just get it up on the top. And now I will make it the size that I want it to be. And it will come in just a second. I'm going to have it just a little bit bigger. Okay, that looks good. And now we need to get our beehive on there. So I'm going to make him smaller. Whoops, get on here. Make him smaller. And smaller and smaller. You see, he comes back big. This is where it's going to be when there it goes, when it resizes. All right, I'm going to arrange this and say send to the front. And I'm going to put this on the card. And we're going to get the size we want. And I like the idea of it kind of overlapping those two pieces. All right. That looks cute. Now I'm going to make a sentiment for the top, for the front page. So I'm going to write, be hive yourself. Feel better soon. Whoop. Okay, let's see if we can get this to highlight. And we'll move it up here. And it's obviously got to be made smaller. I'm going to make it center. So I'm going to alignment and put it in the center. There you go. It needs to be a little bit smaller. I don't want to cover up the B. Whoops, it moved. That looks cute. I like it. Okay, so let's get this beehive over there. That's going to print. If you look over to the right, the beehive says print and cut. And then this, if you look over to the right, says print and cut. Then this over here says print and cut. And this just says cut. Well, we're not going to have this. We're going to get rid of it. That's the card base. But my words is going to cut. But I don't want them to cut. I want them to be printed right on my little piece of cardstock. So I'm going to just put it back over here. Yeah, I like that. Highlight the whole thing. Go down to the bottom right and click Attach and Flatten. And now I have one piece that's going to print and cut. See up here, it says print and cut. So that's what the machine is going to cut out, print in my printer and then cut out. And we'll be back at the table and put them together. If I press Make It now, you'll see what's going to happen. It's going to sort it according to, okay. Now I tell you I'm going to do one other thing. So I'm going to go back. Let me cancel this. And this will come back up here in just a second. This black and white check, I am going over to the right and I am going to say duplicate. And that is because get up there. Okay, I'm going to put one on the card and I'm going to use one to line the inside of the envelope. So now let's go back and say make it and see what we get. There's the two. And then the other one has the two pieces for the front of the card. All right, I'm going to get these pieces cut out and I will meet you back at the desk and we'll put this card together. I'll see you in just a second. Back in a minute. All right, I have a piece of white cardstock here that I am going to make my card base out of. And out of one 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, you can get 2 card bases. And I'm just going to cut this at 5.5. And I have 2 card bases here. And I'm going to make, as I said, a landscape card. So this is the 5.5. And I'm just going to score it at 4.25 and fold it there. When you score a piece of paper, the score line digs in here. You want to fold it against that score line and score it and fold it to the other direction. That will make it fold smoother without cracking the paper. All right, so now I have my 4 and a quarter by 5.5 inch card. And I have my black and white paper mat. On piece, that's my lining. There you go, my black and white paper mat. Okay, I'm going to attach that with some art glitter glue. That it may take me a minute to get going here. Now you can use the double-sided tape, or this is the art glitter glue. Very good glue. And we're just going to set this down and adhere it on. This is my open end here, okay? There we go. So the next thing we need to put on is our little blue mat with our Behave Yourself on it. And again, I will use the art glitter glue. It will just kind of go around this one. And you can see how easy these cards are to put together. There's really nothing to it once you've got the pieces all cut out. And the last thing we need to attach is our beehive. And I think I'm going to put the beehive up on some foam squares and give us a little dimension. You don't want it too dimensional because it is going to go in the mail. These dimensions will be fine, but sometimes if you put like rhinestones and other things on your card, it will cost you more because they will have to hand cancel it. And there you go. How simple was that to put together? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that a cute card? And then of course I will either computer generate or write a sentiment on the inside. So let's make the envelope. Okay, excuse me. Okay, I didn't like the way that the lining was going to look in that envelope, so I'm going to show you another way to make a lined envelope. This is a piece of decorative paper, and it's got a pattern on one side, and it's plain on the other side. This is going to be the outside of your envelope, and this will be the inside, and it will be lined. So I'm going to make one that is 8.5 by 8.5. And we'll see if that works. Okay. Now this is an envelope maker, and it comes with its own bone folder. And it says that if I want to make a card, an envelope big enough to fit this card, I need to go out to 3 3/4 inches. So I'm going to go out my left hand edge out to 3 3/4 inches. I'm going to make a punch and take the bone folder, go right up inside there and make a line, a score line. Now it says to move 90 degrees counterclockwise. It's 90 degrees, and I'm going to put this, line it right up with this little piece of point that comes out here. Don't know if you can see it. See this little point that comes out right there? Whoops, I'm sorry. You can't see it at all way up there, right here. Okay, I started like this, 90 degrees this way. Line it up, punch, and make a score line. 90 degrees, line it up, punch, and make a score line. 90 degrees, line it up, punch, and make the last score line. Now I should have a card up, and I've got, again, I'm just going this way first so as to not split the paper. Let me just get this out of the way. And we'll take the bone folder and make a nice crease. Take the bone folder. And there you go. Get these pieces out of here. There's a nice envelope, and it's lined. So let's get this envelope glued together. And my glue got stuck. Okay, now we got it. Now there is a little place on the back of that machine that you can round off these corners if you want to, but I didn't bother to do that. Okay, so there's your envelope. And here's my card. Fits right in there nicely. Actually could have made it a little bit smaller, but because of the dimension, I didn't want to take a chance that it wouldn't fit. So there you go. Now I'm just going to, I'm not going to do it now, but I will glue right along here and put it on down, and then dress the outside. There you go. There's my card. There's my envelope. And of course, like I said, you can buy them at Walmart. Behave yourself and feel better soon. So I hope he likes his card. I hope you like the card. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And I'll see you again on Sunday. We're doing the first of our June cookings, and it's going to be called Show Me the Money, or the Show Me the Dough. So I guess we'll be using some dough. I'll see you Sunday. Everybody take care, play by the rules, stay safe, stay healthy, and everybody play nice now. Bye-bye.